Hi there, I'm Dr. Dana Prophet, showing you how to maximize your ultimate self-discovery journal and life planner to get the most out of it. Today we're going to look at coloring pages. Now, everybody knows there's tons of stuff in this book, so I earmarked the coloring page so I wouldn't have to zoom through it on the video, and here it is. So a lovely mandala there. And that's for your fun and entertainment. But I know you're thinking, why is a coloring page in a book like this? But coloring isn't just for children. Studies from Drexel University, Knox College, and the University of Westminster have found that coloring structured patterns, like mandalas, can reduce anxiety, lower stress hormones, and help the brain enter a calm, focused state, similar to meditation. The American Art Therapy Association notes that structured coloring activities help adults manage stress, increase mindfulness, and regulate emotions. And adult coloring books have become a global publishing phenomenon. According to Nielsen Bookscan, sales went from about 1 million copies in 2014 to, over 1.2 billion in revenue in 2024. That is amazing. One of the most famous titles, you may have heard of it, The Secret Garden by Joanna Basford, has sold more than 10 million copies worldwide. So this is not just for kids. Dr. Garija Kamal from Drexel University found that participants showed reduced cortisol levels after coloring art making. Backing that up is research by neuroscientist Dr. Joel Pearson from the University of New South Wales. He found that when coloring, the prefrontal cortex, where your decision-making gray matter is located, and the parietal lobes, your visual spatial processing, work together. So this combination helps quiet the amygdala, the brain's fear center that is responsible for cortisol levels and belly fat. Creative activities also stimulate the brain's dopamine pathways, which are involved in motivation and pleasure. Also, Dr. Anjan Chatterjee from the University of Pennsylvania found that engaging with art, including creating it, activates areas of the brain linked to reward, pleasure, and emotional regulation. So, you may say, why a mandala? In a very cool study by Dr. Nancy Curry and Tim Kasser at Knox College, Illinois, participants were first asked to recall an anxiety-provoking event to elevate stress levels. Then they were asked to color one of three signs: a mandala pattern, a plaid pattern, or a blank sheet. And participants who colored mandalas showed significantly lower anxiety levels than those coloring freeform designs, proving that structured coloring patterns like mandala help regulate emotions and reduce anxiety more effectively than unstructured drawing, because then you don't have to think about things, which stress you out. So the circular symmetry of mandalas help the brain focus attention, reduce rumination, and shift activity away from the brain's default mode network, which is associated with worry. So this type of focused repetitive activity is similar, as I said before, to what occurs during meditation. So here's a good exercise for you. I want you to correlate your coloring with your mood chart. Let me find a close mood chart, mood tracker. There you go. Happy faces and not so happy faces. So see if your mood changes when you spend some time with the coloring pages. I would love to hear if it does. Drop me a line in the comments below. And as always, if you don't have your copy of your journal yet, you can buy one at Amazon.com. The links are in the comments, and happy coloring.